The National Football League
So let's
welcomes
do
you
this.
to the
After
Apple
reading
Music
so many comments
Super Bowl 60
and beautiful,
halftime show.
thoughtful comments about Benito's performance, I decided to watch it one more time and maybe try and explain some of the things, how wonderful it is to be Latino. And just make a commentary about the things that I see and some of the meaning behind it, or translate. So this is obviously the sugar cane fields. My family is especially a coffee maker's family for generations. We don't do it anymore. So my aunt always asks me if I have girlfriend, because when you were a kid, I don't know if we do it anymore, but when you used to be a kid, everyone would ask you if you, oh, do you have a girlfriend? 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. So again, the dominoes, the coconuts, which you go to the beach and you drink coconut water, the nail salon business, which they sometimes don't feel like they're seen. So these are a little bit of everything of people who are, part of our culture. The ice cone. Mexican and Puerto Rican up-and-coming fighters. Again, you go to Old San Juan and you will get the ice cone with 40 flavors, anything you want. And once you get one that you love, it's like ice cream. Jessica Alba, Cardi B, Karol G, John Mico, Pedro Pascal, just a few. So these are dance music. This is to go to the club or just go to the beach, have a blast, dance, whatever you want. It's good music to dance to. And if it's music for young people, obviously it's gonna exalt their sexuality. That's why this music is so on the line. It's because it's for young people, and that's what they have in their minds. At least that's what we did. We wanted to go to the clubs and we wanted to dance reggaeton just to get closer to the girls. The drum work was excellent. It finally reached the place where it's so perrea means that is what you guys now call twerking, but it existed before, and twerking was what perreo is. That's the original word, like doggies. So this, every time people write, oh, it felt like a movie, almost like a movie. This is part of the reasons why, because they go and they shoot these special little bits, and the production value just skyrockets. So these are 3 generations of reggaeton artists, more or less. Daddy Yankee, Teo Calderon, and others. They're wonderful, gorgeous. So, this is like the final trinity of us having Ricky Martin, Daddy Yankee, Residente, and Benito. Each generation being able to go a little bit farther than the previous one, and recognizing and working with the previous generation also. So again, dance music. Just to have fun. I'm a rocker myself, but you don't dance all music styles the same, right? So there's a space for this type of music for you to dance, or just like salsa or anything else. Costa Rica. If I'm here, it's because I've never stopped believing in myself. French song or loop. And your worth is more than what you think, believe me. Real wedding, real people. He actually signed he's the witness himself, Benito. And Lady Guadalupe, Lady Gaga Guadalupe. So beautiful, so tasteful. So she's wearing the colors of our flag, of the Puerto Rican flag. That's the blue and the red and the white of the Puerto Rican flag. And this is a party. This is what a wedding or a quinceañera or any family activity. We've been married for 50 years. This is the party each time. Live music, great food, and all your family and friends. And yes, some people do dance like that in clubs. I love this version. I hope she releases it. She's like, I gotta get it right. And you did, believe me. Makes me so proud. And we have to have guests. We have to have people that cannot all be Latin. We're all family. So yeah, this is fun. So it's a wedding, but this is fun. Happiness. And I had a lot of girlfriends, but none like you. No one like you. I was that kid. 90% of us were that kid at some point. Beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And they have earpieces so they can communicate. We got your back. Man, I love trumpets. Anything that is brass or what we call wind instruments. This is the part where I said it felt to me like In the Heights. And it's right up my alley because I love In the Heights. And this is the type of show that we will love to bring everywhere. It's one big party. La Maqueta, New York, with the owner. What is this? San Francisco, I'm sorry. Just for a little bit. So again, look at the production value, 360. On cue, on beat. Great camera work. I hope they got an Emmy for something. White sport and white suit. The shot. Coquito. Same clothes as himself when he was a kid. Time traveling. Reggaeton, dembow, underground. I treat three different types of reggaeton music, and they're defined by the decade. So that's 30 years of our style of music. El cuatro puertorriqueño, which is a very specific guitar, you know, to us, and Ricky Martin, which is you know, 50-something guys, and he looks like that. That skincare is unparalleled. And I think it's fitting that he's here because this is what I mean, that we would not be here if it's not were for his contribution. So yeah, the freaking flickering, which I live in Puerto Rico, by the way. I'm Puerto Rican and lives in Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico is really, it's really tough. You know, I'm not gonna say any. I'll say it later. Yeah. So our streets, the concrete, you know, you get potholes, the electricity goes out, you lose your television, your refrigerator. It's not easy. It's not by any means, you know, I know how other people in other parts of the world live, so it's by no means comparable to some situations in some countries. We're very grateful and very, yeah, we're very blessed. We're blessed because we have all this much beauty and talent and proud. Careful with my people that we're a lot. We're many. Your corillo is your entourage, is what I mean. He's talking about his, you know, our people. So in the morning you drink coffee, and then in the evening you drink other things. Again, party music. I was worried that we're gonna fall.
God bless America. Sea Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Peru,
What an ending.
Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela,
The billboards were on point. They really got. It looks digital, and it isn't. So yeah, this is America. We're all America.
Puerto Rico.
All of it is America.
Ahora sí.
Should have taken more pictures of moments like this. Security on point. They're like, oh my God, let me get out of the way. So yeah, that was it. It's a short review commentary. I hope there were some things there that you missed or that you haven't seen or haven't read. I loved it. I've cried many times already just by reading the comments. I mean, people all over the world were crying. A lot of Filipino people, a lot of British, European, a lot of Latin American people, a lot of Hispanics, which is not the same. There's Latinos, we are the community, but we have differences in the small details. We all have rice. There's just 20 ways of doing rice, white rice, if that's an example. So we have the things that makes us a family, but then everyone gets to do their own Spanish accent, their own dialect, their own food, their own stuff, their own music. We have reggaeton, we have salsa, we have many things that we share with our Cuban brothers, with our Dominican brothers, and with our Colombian, all of them, because that's part of what the message is trying to say. This belongs to all of us, as humanity should. So all that being said, instead of looking ways of not enjoying this, we are here to experience and enjoy things, if you look at it on the correct light. So I thought it was a wonderful show. I definitely do think it was on par with Kendrick in the sense of there was a real message behind it, and it was a top tier production. So yeah, I am really glad that the reaction has been for hundreds of comments that I read, very positive. And I want to congratulate everyone that was involved in the production, because the choreography, the set design, the performance really bowed everyone, because everyone was performing. Not only Benito was performing, everyone was performing. Benito was actually giving space for everyone to do their thing, and he was like going, all around. But again, it did feel like a movie at some point. It felt like theater at some point, and it was just a good around show. Why would you do less, and why would you pay for less? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, that in terms of the music or the style or the voice, that is fine also. Just don't tarnish or damage it for the people that actually do enjoy it. Just let's leave the space for that to exist and for that to be its own thing. So yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Let's keep the party going and see you on the next one.